Good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Sorry, I'm going to adjust this camera while I'm here at a stoplight. So I wanted to tell you a kind of a quirk of mine. This isn't super flattering, but what the heck, we all have these kinds of things. So, but I've noticed something I do, and I kind of laugh at it, but I do try to learn from it, actually. So there's two habits I have when I'm driving. One is, you know, if someone is going slow in front of me and I'm trying to get to work, and by slow, sometimes I mean, just to be honest, driving the speed limit. In my mind, I'm like, oh my gosh, can you hurry up? Like, can you not see there's like 7 cars behind you? Like, you're just puttering along here at 45 and you're holding up this long line of people. Like, come on, be a little considerate, will you? And then other times when someone speeds past me, passes me in a clearly aggressive way, and you know it when you see it, or someone won't get out of the way to let you merge in because they're like speeding along and so focused. Then in my mind I'm thinking, okay, yeah, it's all about you, isn't it? Like, yep, okay, you're the only one who matters here. As long as you can drive fast, just don't worry about the rest of us. And so I'm blatantly hypocritical. Like, when I want to go fast, I'm really annoyed with people who are puttering along, and I wish they'd wake up and be a little more sensitive to everyone around them. And when someone else is going fast or is, not letting me in or whatever, I just think that they're super egocentric and unwilling to, look at other people. But the reality is it's whatever bothers me, whatever bugs me is what motivates me, and then I come up with sort of a narrative to explain why I'm right. And this is a tricky thing. I think that all of us do. This is, I believe, deeply wired into fundamental, deep parts of our psyches as human beings. And it is simply, I want what I want. Anyone who is in the way of that is bad. And now my mind is going to quickly come up with a narrative that supports that. I'm going to come up with a reason that I'm right and they're wrong. It's kind of funny that we do this, honestly, and if you can step back and laugh at yourself, it's good. I mean, I can be extremely ridiculous. Like, the things that I'm able to convince myself of can just be ridiculous. And as long as you're able to laugh at yourself, I think there's no great harm. The trick is that we can't always laugh at ourselves, and sometimes we convince ourselves that this is true, that our little frustrations make us right and make other people wrong, and we start believing our own spin, which is a really dangerous thing, dangerous to happiness, dangerous to relationships, and dangerous to a good life. You can see this in other people. You can see it very, very quickly in other people. It's harder to spot in yourself. But I don't think I've ever met anyone who's immune to it. Old, young, wealthy, poor, educated, non-educated, I mean, you name it, everything, every kind of marker of identity you can think of. So the only way I know to do this is to try to be aware of it and to watch for it. Also, I think, asking people near you can be helpful if you trust them, and hopefully you have at least one person that you trust enough to be able to ask. At any rate, though, this really will rob you of tremendous joy and meaning and fulfillment. It really kind of hits at the most fundamental markers of your happiness, the most fundamental roots of happiness. At any rate, it's a tricky one. Life can be tricky, but if we can all try to laugh at ourselves a little, show grace to others, and just be kind of introspective, I think it gives us a chance. Taking responsibility, anything that leads us to take responsibility, more responsibility for our actions and feelings, is, I think, generally healthy. And anything that leads us the other way is generally, I think, unhealthy and will not make us happy. And again, that's what matters. Your happiness is really important. So I'm just sending you so much love, good wishes, and yeah, that's it. Love, your internet grandpa.